No, I don't. Listen, I have complete trust in what Michael does. He knows what he's doing. I'm willing to take whatever steps Michael puts forward. You know,
No, it's look. You know, when you've got a young fighter like Ahmed developing the way he is, going around to the gym, sparring, people talk. You know, and at the end of the day, he's going to be a handful for anyone in his division. He's been my friend. He's my best friend in boxing. Been my friend for years, and we like to develop fighters. And it's important that the fighter understands.
Hi guys, we want you to share our content. Simply like, subscribe or follow our channels on all social media outlets. The more people you tag, the more posts you make, the more chance you've got of winning. We're giving away 5 $50 prizes. Get boxing!
Hi, it's Andy here from FighterstalkTV with a young little starlet on the way. And Ahmed Hatim, how you doing?
I'm very good, man. How are you?
Yeah, not bad. Good to see you back at our studio. One of our first boxers to sign the glove just above your right shoulder. Look, up there with pride. So after the Dan Booth fight, which we saw you, win a knockout decision, total passion from you. The ref nearly got it.
Everyone was gonna get that day, man.
to see the relief, and with your manager Mick, a good friend of mine as well. I mean, it must be really exciting because he's moving on to fight Adam Cope, step up in class for him. How's he feeling? How are you feeling?
Yeah, I'm excited because he's an exciting fighter to watch. First and foremost, such a fan-friendly fighter. You know, he's passionate and he brings it all on fight night. But you know, he's developing well. This is a step up in class for him, and it wasn't an easy fight to make. We really wanted the southern area. And we asked everybody really, and no one wanted to take the opportunity to fight Ahmed, which was really disappointing for us because, you know, we wanted to take that route through the southern area before we went on to the English. Unfortunately, we couldn't get anyone to fight him. So it was important for us to keep the momentum going with Ahmed. You know, he's one of those fighters that he's in the gym all the time and is really dedicated to his craft. So you want to keep the momentum going with him. And we was looking for different avenues for him in terms of not getting the southern area, and we had to look at the English. Obviously, fought Dan Booth for an English eliminator, but the English final eliminator is a different kettle of fish, you know. And I spoke to the board, and I told them about our plight in terms of trying for the southern area, but no one wanted it, and they were very keen to kind of help. Gave us some options of some fighters, and Adam Cope. We had 3 fighters, and Adam Cope was the only one that accepted. So, you know, we're at that place now. Ahmed's happy with the opponent. You know, he's been studying him well. He's been training really, really hard for this fight. And he's not taking Adam Cope out of his brain since the fight was announced.
Yeah, it certainly is.
That is the truth, you know. And I just wanted to ask you that. I don't know why, man. These people don't want to find a nice guy, man.
Yeah, I know you're a nice guy.
Yeah, until you get in the square circle. There we go.
Side of the ring, but again, you know, like I say,
I mean, even from the referees get it in there. Everyone's fair game.
from his head, but anyway, no, it's look, you know, when you've got a young fighter like Ahmed developing the way he is, going around to the gym, sparring, people talk, you know, and at the end of the day, he's going to be a handful for anyone in his division. You know, it's taken us a while to get there, you know, but he's going to be a handful for anybody, and everybody knows that. So look, we've taken this fight, we're taking one step at a time, and hopefully, fingers crossed, we have a good night come the 2nd of December, and then we're going to try and return back for the southern area, which is our focal point, because it gives him scope to develop. You know, you just don't want to run before you can walk, especially in this game.
Well, I mean, Ahmed, we spoke to you at length, and you know, anyone with a title can get it, was I think the message that was going out there. And it's Mickey's job to keep the feet on the ground, because obviously, you know, to progress into the, you know, obviously up the chain, Southern, English, British, Commonwealth, European, world, right? So that's often how it goes. You know, it's really important to have, we believe, to have a good manager by your side who can actually direct you in that, even though you might find it frustrating at times.
No, I don't. Listen, I have complete trust in what Michael does. He knows what he's doing. I'm willing to take whatever steps Michael puts forward. You know, he tells me the date, he tells me what we need to do, and listen, I get down to work, man. So I don't really stress in that sort of side of things. I leave it to him, man. I don't even stress him. I've got enough stress in my head.
It's always a team decision anyway. You know, I always speak to his trainer, Andy Gill. You know, we look at opponents. We study opponents. We look at his development trajectory, and we take a calculated punt at where we want to go. It's not like Mick's going to pick the fights and that's it. Everyone has to. No, it's not like that at all. It's like the teamwork is very solid. You know, where he trains. You know, at Evolve. You know, we've got people like Jim Fenwick with us as well, who helps me out a lot. Absolutely. You know, and Steve Goodwin, obviously, he's been my friend. He's my best friend in boxing, been my friend for years, and we like to develop fighters. And it's important that the fighter understands where he is at that given time and why this fight or why this title has been selected for him. It's about his development because he wants to reach the top. That's all he's ever said to me. I want to be a world champion. So he understands that there is a route and a pathway to take to get there. So it's easy working with Ahmed because he understands that fully and he knows where he wants to go.
And it's great for you working with the likes of Andy Gill. Andy's a really nice guy. I spent some time with him. Absolutely. He's so passionate about his fighters. And I was talking to him about his dream. Obviously, he wants one of you guys to become world champions to live out his dream. And this is a true sort of fighting man, you know. You introduced him, didn't you, to Andy Gill, Mick?
Yeah, I mean, when I first met Ahmed, look, you know, I was in West London and we was looking at trainers and, you know, he's a particular fighter. He needs a particular trainer. He's very intense. He knows what he wants and you need to feed him that. You can't leave any stone unturned because he will find what's underneath there and he'll come back and ask you, what's that? You didn't tell me about that or you didn't tell me about this. So you need a trainer like Andy who's very intense and who doesn't leave no stone unturned. Yeah. You know, so that it satisfies his need to be the best because that's what he wants to be. He wants to be the best that he can be. He doesn't want no stone unturned. So it was important for me to find somebody that he could bounce off and really get the best out of him.
And you know what? I appreciate what Andy at Evolve Elite does. My coach Andy Gill at Evolve Elite. You know, I could call him at any time. You know, I could call him and tell coach, can we do more here? And he's never ever said to me, you know, we don't worry about that. He's always on the end of the phone saying, you know what, you want to do this? Let's go do it. You know, and it's hard to come by trainers like that. So I appreciate what he's doing for me. And look, at the end of the day, he understands I want to work hard. I want to make it in this, you know, tough sport. So we understand each other.
Yeah, I think as well, talking with him and knowing his passion, and it's a family affair with him. His wife's involved with the train, with the fighters, the massaging, and sort of the yoga side of it, and the flexibility. It is fantastic to see, and he's one of the trainers who truly loves his fighters, and that was so easy to see.
Not taking away anything that his previous trainers have worked on him, i.e. Nicholas at IQ,
absolutely,
and Xavier. And
Barry
and Aaron, they've done certain bits with him, not taking anything away, but you need sometimes to find yourself and find where you fit in. And there are certain things not quite 100%, but that's not taking anything away from his previous trainers or their ability to train. It's just sometimes if it doesn't fit, it doesn't fit, and you have to find something that does fit. And I think at this present moment in time, in Ahmed's development, he has someone that fits, and he's improved tremendously over the last 8 months in terms of, you know, his training, his boxing, and just I keep saying to some of these boxers, it's just important to be mentally attuned as physically attuned. You need to go into a ring knowing what you've been taught and knowing what you need to execute. Yeah. You can't just go in there with a fuzzy brain or think that you can go and throw punches. You know, and I can see that with Ahmed's development, that he now has strategies to what he's doing. And you could see him, even when I watch him spar sometimes, you can see him change from one type of fighter into another type of fighter into another type of fighter. So that means to me that he's listening.
You got to keep on guessing, man. You got to keep on guessing. That's the aim of the game. Keep on guessing.
So let's go back to Adam Cope.
Adam One Cope.
Right. So when's the fight? When's the big fight?
2nd of December.
Your call?
At your call, yes. It's a big card. I think there's around 6 or 7 title fights. Yeah. So it's a big card that Steve Goodwin is putting on. Again, I'm thankful for Steve and Michael for giving me these opportunities and guiding me. It's a big fight. Adam Cope's going to come you know, just gonna come to win, and I know that for sure. He came off of a very, in my opinion, I thought he won against Sylvester. He's gonna come to wanna, you know, redeem himself, but you know, but you best know that I'm not gonna let that happen. So we'll see you on the night.
Excellent. So if people want to get tickets, where can they go?
They can get in touch with me directly at _a.hatim. That's my Instagram. Follow me there. Give me a shout. Give me a shout. You know, get your tickets from there.
Absolutely. Well, guys, thanks very much for coming down to the studio today in Ongar, and of course, long may it continue when your next fight comes, and we'll be in touch and we'll see how you're getting on.
Thank you for coming. You know, to my previous fight, and you was there with me, and you saw.
The passion is there, and you know, we're really looking forward to it. You know, to seeing you progress and go through the ranks, and we'll be there when you win your first title, and there when you take your last. No worries.
Appreciate the support. Thank you.
No worries, guys. Cheers for that.